Next, we have the policy committee meeting at 7:06. Stop it. Item number 2, review and discussion of DNA local.
I think, Mr. Madrigal, you've got some information you want to share on this, on DNA, as it relates to our teacher evaluation?
Yes, sir, Dr. Carmen. DNA local has it deals with our T-test, our teacher evaluation system, ma'am. Currently, we have that policy online, and that's in front of you. We are proposing some changes to that. We're going to keep the current statement that describes what T-test is. We would also like to, or we have to add there are 16 dimensions within the T-test. There are 4 domains, 16 parts to it. But this year we have to add a 17th part or a 17th domain. We've chose to go with the student learning objectives. Although it's called a student learning objective, it's mostly a tool to measure teacher growth. And we have to do that. So that's one of the changes that's going to be added. We have a general information part that talks about the appraisal process and has a flow chart attached to it, so it's fairly simple to follow. Talks about the walkthrough, the appraisal calendar, and the list of certified appraisers. It also addresses the need, if there's a need for a second appraiser, who would be the appraiser, the list of appraisers, and how to go about doing that. It also touches on the grievances and the DNA local regulation, discussing all those items listed below from A through H. That was not in the current policy, and like I said, the SLO has to be in there. In addition to that, we would also like for you to consider adopting or okaying the 2018-19 T-test calendar. This is something that we need to have on record so that we could start the evaluation system for the teachers here this next year. We need to give the first 3 weeks for the teachers to come up with their goals and get those approved by the principals. That's why we want to do this right now. This will also allow us the opportunity to update our list of approved appraisers for the district.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. So agenda item? Okay, item number 3, review discussion of localized update 111A BBD local board members training and orientation.
Right, so I'm just going to ask the board to look at the attachment right under where it says agenda sheet, update 111 local policy comparison packet. It's a PDF. This has all of the recommended changes to each of these local policies per TASB. On BBD, it talks about adding in the reporting on the continuing education credit, so anything in blue being added. And you can scroll through there and see what would be deleted. The next policy that is part of update 111, CAA local. And again, that starts on page 5 of the handout, 5 of 13. It adds in under reporting a short sentence. Not huge changes on either of those. The CJA local, if you scroll through to page 8, talks about reasonable suspicion for alcohol and drug testing. That's a rather lengthy increase to that policy. Talks about the district may remove an employee from duty and require testing if there is reasonable suspicion that the employee is under the influence of alcohol or drugs used in violation of district policy. Essentially gives us a little more latitude in terms of when we can require a test for an employee. The next local policy in update 111, DHE local, starts on page 9 of 13 of that handout. These are very small changes. You see there on page 9. That's grammatical changes there. Continues down, however, to 11, where it strikes the drug-free awareness program and the employee responsibility. And then finally, on FEA local, starting on page 12, talking about compulsory attendance. Well, I'm trying to see the change there. The only changes I see are the dates and when it was adopted. Am I missing something? Oh, there's one. Under Armed Services Enlistment. Adds in, oh, thank you. Adds in his or her enrollment in high school instead of simply an A school year. Again, no real content change there, just verbiage. Not too many changes in that
Okay.
update.
So they're all agenda items?
Yes, ma'am.
Item number 4, review discussion to amend work calendar for 260-day employees.
And what we are bringing to the board would include the days in red there for Christmas. Since Christmas is on Tuesday, we would ask that the paid holidays for our employees who work a 260-day schedule would include Christmas Eve, the day before Christmas, and then the day after Christmas there. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That is the only requested change.
Okay. Agenda item?
Dr. Carmen, excuse me, there were less holidays this year, am I correct?
Less holidays for
Yeah,
260?
For this year, 2018, 2019, I know that we used to have holidays on, I believe, September, October, and then we had November. And then, and this is just for, is this just for the office staff here? Because I did see the calendar and I didn't see anything for October, like we used to have
Columbus Day?
Day, and then we had the 5th
Labor
Labor
Day.
Day, and there's nothing. The first real, and I hate missing this, it's going to be not until Thanksgiving, which are those 5 days that we're getting, plus the Christmas, and then we have to wait a long while till, I think it's April the 5th or something like that. And April the 19th. So, how many school days are we? Well, I noticed also, I think that we're going to be dismissing earlier in May instead of June. Am I correct?
I think we finish on May, the last day of May, and then I think they work that
Right.
Saturday, June 1st, I believe.
But they still don't get
But
it.
that schedule is separate from this one.
Oh, I see.
This 260-day schedule would mostly be for our maintenance employees,
Just for the employees.
like maintenance, they work 260
Oh,
days.
man.
So
Okay.
like, I'm on a 226 as is the administration staff. So we follow the holidays that are on that calendar that was already approved. This specific item is strictly for those employees, some custodians,
Oh,
some
I see.
maintenance.
I'm sorry, okay, I
they-
see this now,
They,
okay.
they work over Christmas break, other than these days that we are asking for. They don't follow the same calendar that you're referencing.
I see, I apologize, okay,
That's
gotcha.
okay, and that calendar will come back up for next year, January. I think we bring that one to the
Okay.
board. But this one is only on those 260-day employees.
I see, okay. My apologies.
Agenda item? Item number 5, committee concerns? There's none, so that, item number 6, adjournment at 7:15.